this time I'm going to be doing a video that people requested last video, which is names that are actually locations. And this is the one that I've had that category ready for quite a while now, so I'm excited to be doing this video. I'm going to be doing the same as always. Going to be doing my least favourite up to my favourite name, starting with the girls. So first up is Asia, which is quite a popular name, I think, for if you're going for a name that is a location, and Asia is obviously a continent. Boise is the capital city of Idaho, which is a state in America, and I've been to Boise, so I feel quite cool because when people say they've been to America, not many people have been to Idaho and things, so I always feel quite cool because I've been there, and I think it could work really well as a girl's name. You can get much nicknames out of Boise, but I can imagine it on a little girl. Maybe not quite my favourite though. Aspen is a name that was in my last video on nature names. It is a tree, but it's also a city in Colorado. Cairo is the capital city of Egypt, and I think it's really nice. You can have Kai as a nickname, and I think it's really good. If you wanted to make it a bit more unusual and stand out as a name rather than the city, you could spell it with a K, but I think it looks a lot smoother and more feminine with a C. Siena, and Cairo, I did say that Cairo is in Egypt then, yes, what am I talking about? Okay. Siena is in Tuscany in Italy, and I think it's quite a well-known name because of Sienna Miller, the actress, and I think it's very feminine and girly sounding, but it's quite sophisticated. I'm not sure I can imagine it on a little baby Sienna though. I think I would imagine it on kind of a person my age upwards. Dallas is a name that I've actually really liked for ages. It's a city in Texas, and I know it is also used as a boy, but I think it works really well as a girl's name. It's not quite my style of name because it's not very feminine, but I think it's lovely. Jersey is a name that was on my favourites list, and it's in the Channel Islands in just off England. It was on my favourites list for on my first video that I ever did. But for some reason as I've been going along in these videos and thinking about new names and things, I realised that Jersey actually, it isn't the nicest name out there, but I do like it, and it's still quite high up on my list. Laramie is a city in Wyoming, in America, and I think I thought it was a name. I didn't think I'd heard of Laramie. I know a girl called Laramie, and I thought it was just a girl's name, but I didn't realise it was a city, so I was quite surprised when I saw that on the internet as a name for locations, but I think it's lovely. I always loved her name. I think I was so jealous of her name, and she gets Larry, which I know is a boy's name, but I always connect Larry with a girl now. Verona is a very romantic name. It's obviously connected with Romeo and Juliet in Italy. I think I couldn't see it as a name. That's the only reason why it's not top, because I think it's a gorgeous and stunning name. It's really feminine and sophisticated, but the only reason why it's not top on my list is because I would only be able to connect it with Romeo and Juliet. Vienna is a city in Austria. Is it the capital of Austria? Yeah, I think it is. I think it sounds definitely like a girl's name. It's lovely and very feminine, and you could get Vera as a nickname, which obviously I love. On to the boys. I haven't got many boys' names actually, because I thought I might as well not waste names and just put them in there, because the location names, I wanted to pick out ones that I actually did like, so that's why I haven't got the full 10 names as I usually do. Memphis is a city in Tennessee, and I think it's quite famous because of Elvis, and I would think of the song Walking in Memphis, but I think for some reason it does kind of sound like a dog's name. But yeah. Canaan, I think it's a really cute boy's name. I do think you could have some trouble with people pronouncing it because it does have the double A, but I think if people have heard of Isaac and that is the double A, they would just pronounce it as, Canaan and not go Canaan or Canaan or something like, I don't know, you know what I mean. I think that name is especially good to me because that reminds me of the musical Joseph, and because that's set in Canaan, and Joseph is the one that is a musical that I've been in for 7 years. I've been on to the West End production of Joseph for 7 years, so that one is, I think that's quite personal for me. It makes me smile whenever I hear that city name. So that's a good one for me. And Canaan is in the Middle East. Denver is the capital state of Colorado, and I've been there as well on my America trip, so I always feel quite cool when I hear that name. I know what that is, and I have relatives who live there and things, and I think Denver works really well as a little boy's name. Colorado is obviously one I've just mentioned. It is a state in America, and Denver is the capital of that, and I think both Denver and Colorado work really well, and I suppose you could use that as a theme. You could have Denver and Colorado for 2 boys' names. That would be quite an obvious one, mind. Orlando is, I'm supposed to, my writing's really messy on there, sorry. Orlando is a city in Florida, and I think I would connect that with holidays and sun and fun and Disneyland and things like that, but I think it works really well as a boy's name. And the rain has just started on the conservatory. Oh, I hope that's not too noisy. I'll do this again if it's too noisy. Anyway, I think Orlando is famous because of Orlando Bloom. That's really noisy. Go away, rain. Oh well, I'll finish off. Last name is Brighton, and I love Brighton. I always used to use it for boys' names on Barbies, so there we go. And I think Brighton is a really nice name. It's really cute, and a very nice boy's name. So there we go. Sorry if it gets noisy at the end of this. I'm doing it in my conservatory, and it's always really noisy in there anyway. So thank you very much. See you soon.